Hi, I am Professor Amitabh Banerjee, an epidemiologist, author of Pandemic: A Third Eye. So, in the reading sessions today, I will be talking about chapter 11. We can call it the cricketing 11 because today we'll be talking of cricket and medicine. The parallels. Very interesting chapter. The title of the chapter is No Difference Between Medicine and T20 Cricket. This is the present situation of both cricket and both medicine. Like cricket, the practice of medicine has now been commercialized, glamorized, and turned into a spectator sport. In a bygone era, test matches were the most popular form of cricket. They were days of the transistor, not television. School and college students, office workers, and executives had their ears glued to pocket transistors for ball by ball commentary spanning over 5 days. The players wore whites, gentlemanly in attire and attitude. Few played for money or to become rich. They never signed contracts for commercials. There were no rich sponsors. Cricket was as pure as the whites worn by the players without any conflicts of interest. The umpire's decision, even if wrong, was taken as final sportingly. There were no third umpires. Enter Kerry Packer, an Australian media magnate in the late 70s. Being first and foremost a money man, he lured the players with lucre and fame, paving the way for one-day internationals, replacing Test. The abandonment of whites by the players symbolized loss of innocence. From a gentleman's game, cricket got transformed into a spectator sport. Next to come was T20, the most popular form. The complexities and nuances of Test cricket, appealing to the purist, seemed a legacy of a bygone era with dwindling fan following. High stakes were driven by commercial interest, brought in third umpires and action replays. So let us see. This is how the cricket evolved from Test to T20. Medicine also followed some similar path. How strange. What coincidence. Decades ago, the family physician or the general practitioner was sufficient for a lifetime of medical care. Her accumulated knowledge and skills were acquired by first-hand clinical experience of seeing real-world patients in real-world settings. He or she had an ear to the ground and could customize treatment according to the patient's background. Diagnosis was made by history taking and clinical examination with minimum of tests. The wisdom, intuition, and skills these physicians acquired were beyond what could be learned between the covers of a textbook. And like the test cricketers of yesteryears, these good doctors earned more fame than fortune. The doctors knew best. There were few litigations or incidences of violence against doctors. Over the last few decades, the landscape of medical practice, like that of cricket, has changed. Advances in technology have made medical care costly both for individuals and the state. It has brought about dislocations wrought by science with emphasis on specialization. The pride of place of the family physician got usurped by the specialist and super specialist, some acquiring the status of celebrity doctors. Patient got impatient, pun intended. With high expectation of quick relief, like cricket, also the audience wants immediate results. T20 in 20 overs. Earlier, they were patient, the audience in the cricket waited for 5 days. Similarly, patients also are become impatient. Craving for instant results both in cricket and in medicine has become a sign of quixotic times. With advances in medical technology, the doctor-patient relationship got diluted. Machines are replacing humans. Corporatization of medical services has given rise to rapidly growing industry phasing out private clinics. Most doctors have to work in corporate hospitals, surrendering autonomy from a noble profession and a calling. Medicine has become big business. Like cricket also has become big business. Multiple stakeholders generate multiple conflicts of interest, as with present-day cricket commerce is influencing modern medical practice and policy. Even academic research has not been spared. High-profile journals like The Lancet had to retract a highly publicized paper on COVID-19, which was based on fake data, reminiscent of match-fixing allegations against some famous cricketers. The pandemic of COVID-19 laid bare the fault lines which have developed due to commercialization of medicine in practice, research, and policy. The massive second wave of COVID-19 in India demonstrated the limitations of the corporate model of healthcare in dealing with emergencies. Lacking a good public health infrastructure, meager hospital facilities were overwhelmed by numbers and not by the lethality of the virus. Given the non-existent health facilities in rural areas, COVID-19 patients had to travel to overstressed urban hospitals, aggravating the chaos. Commercial interest and politics influenced research and policy as well, according to an editorial in the prestigious British journal. Career scientists and academicians were influenced by conflicts of interest. Policies for COVID-19 control were finalized on advice of celebrity clinicians instead of public health specialists and epidemiologists. Medicine became a spectator sport like T20 cricket. Vaccines, which used to take decades for development, got ready within a year. Laudable feat. When earlier vaccines were administered on advice of the family physician, during the pandemic, they were being promoted by celebrity film stars and cricketers to eliminate vaccine hesitancy. This is reminiscent of promotion of Coca-Cola drinks by celebrity cricketers and film stars, promoting Coca-Cola Thumbs Up, an innovative and effective adaptation of social marketing techniques. Diseases do not treat textbooks. In every disease, there are outlier cases which fascinate the clinician and discussed at length at professional conferences and published in reputed journals. Over the years, the perception of clinicians was distorted by these outliers, which become the norm for them. Present-day media joins in highlighting such outliers which attract attention. This highlighting distorts the public perception too, who continue to be in perpetual panic mode due to these serious but rare outcomes of a normally self-limiting disease. Public health policy should be dictated by the less fascinating majority of cases, the normal distribution, so to say. However, this neither draws attention nor brings fame. The fact is that the novel coronavirus in India has an infection fatality rate of 0.05% or less. This is the normal average, but nobody is interested in the average. Everybody, the clinician, is fascinated by the very serious cases with random hospital. That every disease has got outliers, but that becomes the norm for the super specialist, because the more severe the condition, the variety of disease in that particular patient, the more likely to land up with the super specialist. One has to do trade-offs in balancing scarce resources around this figure. This is sound public health practice, albeit taking away the glamour of a quixotic battle against a novel virus. So one has to do trade-off, like 1.05% mortality, how much you will like to chase a virus or really create panic over it. So this, I had also written here, but somehow I missed in this particular book. The column I had written example of Kerry Packer I gave in cricket. Similarly, the Kerry Packer was never played cricket, but he influenced cricket. He changed the whole landscape of cricket. We can compare sponsors like Bill Gates, who never, who are no doctors, who are not from the medical field, but they, with their money power, they influenced medicine. So what Kerry Packer was done to cricket, billionaires like Bill Gates, maybe with good intentions, but they have transformed medicine from a noble profession to a business, giving rise to career academician, career scientists. And similarly, Kerry Packer changed the landscape. So this is, both have become spectator sport, fall from grace of a gentleman's game and a noble profession. So why, what makes one famous? That is what is marketed nowadays. So there's an old Chinese story. It runs like this. A famous physician hailing from a family of doctors in ancient China was once asked, who among his brothers is the most famous? He answered, my eldest brother sees the spirit of sickness and removes it before it takes shape. So his name does not go out of the house. My second brother cures the sickness in its very early stages, so his name does not go out of the neighborhood. As for me, I puncture veins, prescribe potions, massage skin, and so from time to time, my name gets out and is heard among the lords. Someone from a bygone era may say this is not cricket, but this is what is there presently with cricket, with medicine, and with the people also. People want quick results in cricket, people want quick results in medicine, and the shots are being called. One who pays the piper are calling the shot. That is people like Kerry Packer in cricket and people like Bill Gates in medicine. They are calling the shots, and cricketers also don't spend much time in the crease. They spend much time in the commercial studios selling thumbs up, and now they are selling vaccines also. So this is something everybody is involved in this scenario, including the people who supply demand is there, quick gratification, quick and so this is I wanted to convey in this chapter. This is all for today. Thank you for listening.